and welcome to MIC TV. Today we're going to be discussing music marketing versus music promotion. The reason behind why your fans do or don't care about your music. If you don't know, I'm your host Greg Ferriola, along with my partner TJ Peterson. Now, if this is your first time joining us, both TJ and myself would like to welcome you to the MIC community. We're really happy to have you here. Please introduce yourself in the comment section. Say hi. Let us know where you're from, what kind of music you play. If you have links to share with us, we'd love to check everything and anything that you do out. So please make sure to introduce yourself. If you ever need your help with your music career, you can check out our website, musicianindiecoalition.com, which TJ will drop a link to in the comments. And our site has some great resources for you if you are an aspiring musicians, and it also will describe all the different ways that we can potentially work together if you are in need of help with your career. All right, enough of the intro stuff. Let's hop into today's topic: music marketing versus music promotion, the reason behind why your fans do or do not care about your music. Now, if you're like us, we've all seen artists and bands that promote their release or events online, and it typically goes something like this: "Hey everyone, I just released my new EP today, check it out." Or, "Hey guys, I'm playing a show on Friday, I hope to see you there." Now, perhaps as a musician, you've posted something similar to your fans, but most artists, maybe even you have experienced this yourself, don't get a good response from those type of promotions. Now, the question is, why is that? And I'm going to answer that question by telling you a quick story about the main question that we get from musicians. And that question is, a lot of the time we get asked, how far in advance should I begin promoting my music release or latest show? And the question is typically prefaced with a story about, how people didn't really show up for the last show, or how they released it, they didn't get a lot of streams, or people didn't buy it. So we typically respond with the standard answer that you'll hear most music coaches and professionals give, which is, you want to start promoting the release about 2 to 4 weeks before the release of the show. And if it's a music release, we'll always remind them to continue to promote their music after it actually comes out, to maximize their reach and maximize the visibility. But once we're done with that, we let them know that if they want to have more success with their shows, and with their music, releases, they are basically asking the wrong question. The question that they should be asking is, how far in advance should I begin marketing my music release or show? Not how long before should I begin promoting it. And the record really quick is, for marketing, you should begin marketing your stuff the second you have the idea. So if it's a song that you're writing, or a release that you're working on, start releasing some stuff to fans. If you have an idea for a show, even if it's not firm yet, just let people know, hey, I'm thinking about releasing a show. Start, getting people's feedback and start getting them interested. Because it takes a while for audiences to get emotionally invested in the things that you do. So you need to spend as much time as possible getting them interested. Now, with that being said, because marketing, that being said, the reason why we say that you need to be asking why, about the marketing aspect is because marketing is the key factor when influencing your audience. And it's the difference between having a successful music release or show and not being successful, which is why today we're going to be talking about, again, music marketing versus music promotion. Now, let's hop over to the presentation and we'll create that we created, and we'll discuss this in a bit more detail. Okay, so if you're an independent artist or band looking to build a full-time music career, at some point, you're going to need to develop different revenue streams like live shows, merchandising, and music sales so that you can earn enough money to support yourself. Now, what this means is you're going to need to learn how to be an effective salesperson. Now, when selling, most musicians try hard to get fans to buy their products and attend their live events, but wind up never really earning enough money to have a full-time career. And many artists that actually do have full-time careers barely scrape by financially, which is where the term starving artist comes from. Now, the mistake these musicians make is their approach to the overall sales process. Now, have you ever wondered why your friends and family are your biggest supporters? It's because they care about you, which hopefully seems pretty obvious. Now, the question is, though, what does that mean? It means that the more people care about you, the more likely they're going to be that they're going to financially support you and your music career. Now, another question we like asking people when we're kind of talking about this subject is, have you ever received a call from a telemarketer? I'm assuming you have because everyone kind of guessed it at some point in time. And when you get that call, it's annoying. But why is it annoying? It's annoying because you don't know them. You didn't ask them to call. And even if they're selling something that you really actually might be interested in want, you're not going to buy it from them because you don't know who they are, and you have no reason to trust them. Now, the reason why we're saying that is, or we're telling you that story, is because fans are no different. Like, your fans have absolutely nothing there's no difference between that and like what's kind of going on. So what your fans need to know is you need to have some sort of connection with your audience before they're going to be willing to financially support your career. And that's the mistake that most musicians make. Before you try to sell your music products and live events to your fans, you need to first sell them on your brand, meaning you need your fans to be emotionally invested in who you are as an artist before they're going to be willing to financially support your career. And when I say who you are as an artist, I'm not just talking about your music and the way you perform on stage. I mean everything that encompasses who you are, including your interests, your beliefs, values, and the causes that you're passionate about. Basically, everything that makes you, you. Now, with that in mind, let's discuss a common misconception every musician makes when it comes to selling their music. And that misconception is that they confuse music promotion with music marketing. Now, why do they do that? Because when talking about music promotion, most industry people and online services continually use the terms promotion and marketing interchangeably. Even now, you're probably scratching your head and thinking to yourself, Greg, no, they're the same thing. Well, they're not. Trust me. And you need to understand the difference because it's probably the reason why your promotions aren't going well. Now, what exactly is music marketing? Well, music marketing is the overall process of communicating the value of your music products and events to potential and current fans with the purpose of developing a long-term sales relationship. And what that means is music marketing communicates why your audience should buy your music products and support your career on an ongoing basis. And that's the key thing. It's the why. Now, when it comes to doing music marketing, it's important to understand that there are 5 key parts to the process: product, people, pricing, placement, and promotion, or what is called the 5 Ps of marketing. So to effectively market your music products, you're going to need to continually develop products that you can sell, understand and target people you're going to be selling those products to. You want to decide where you're going to be placing or selling those products, determine the price that you're going to be selling those products for, and finally, you want to create promotions to sell those products. So as you can see, promotion is technically the last stage in the music marketing process. So they can't mean the same thing. Now the question is, what is the actual difference between their definitions? Well, let's take a quick look. Now, music promotion is the process of raising awareness of your music products and events, and it communicates what you're currently selling. Meaning, music promotion basically lets people know that you exist, what stuff they can buy from you, and how they can actually buy it. For example, posting on social media about your new EP or passing out flyers for your latest show are both forms of music promotion. So the only real purpose of music promotion is to create awareness to make immediate sales. And that's why most artists and bands focus on music promotion, because they want to be heard and make money now, like we all do. It's also why, if you on the internet, why it's filled with all these services and tools and tips for doing music promotion. Because businesses whose target audiences and customers are musicians know that they're going to be willing to spend large amounts of money to promote their music, which is why they zero in on it for. However, most of the time musicians don't see, again, significant results from promotion, even if they go out and they hire a professional PR company or publicist. So what's the problem? Why is music promotion so difficult and ineffective? And I'm going to tell you right now, it has absolutely nothing to do with you or your music. It's because musicians focus their effort solely on music promotion and what individual products they're selling instead of focusing on the overall process of music marketing. Now, to understand this better, let's look at the definition for music marketing one more time. Now, music marketing is the overall process of communicating the value of your music products and events to potential and current fans with the purpose of developing a long-term sales relationship. Again, what that means is music marketing, sorry, missed the arrow click there. Music marketing communicates why your audience should buy your music products and support your career on an ongoing basis. So, music marketing is essentially developing an ongoing sales strategy that focuses on learning about your audience so that you can better understand their interests and effectively communicate why they should support your career. Now, it's the why that makes all the difference. It's the why that most musicians forget to communicate to their audience. Hence why music promotion is typically a waste of time and or money for musicians, because they only communicate what they're selling and not why people should buy or care about it. So let's discuss a little further about why the why is so important. Well, in today's music industry, being an amazing musician and having great songs is unfortunately no longer the leading factor in determining whether or not you're going to have a successful music career. To put it plainly, millions of people can play an instrument, millions of people can sing, millions of people are capable of writing a good song, and the musician really hates saying this, but the main reason fans are going to follow you is because of your story. For example, the story behind why you want to be an artist and the story behind each of your songs. But for most artists, when they're kind of talking about their career, that's where their story ends. And what they fail to realize is that there needs to be a story attached to everything that you or they do, meaning a story behind your social media posts, your music releases, your next live show, a story when pitching your songs for playlists, a story when approaching industry contacts like a booking agent or music supervisors, a story when targeting sponsors, pitching the blogs, a story for your next crowdfunding campaign or your next merch project, and the list goes on and on and on. Now, simply put, people in today's industry do not buy music anymore. They buy your brand. They buy your story. So if you want to be a full-time musician, it's going to be your ability as a storyteller that will determine whether or not you're going to have a successful music career. Because being an effective storyteller determines whether you'll be able to actually create a connection with your audience that will continually hold their attention and encourage them to financially support your career. So how do you effectively communicate why people should care about your music? Well, there's 3 words that we have created called your signature sales story, which is actually going to be next week's topic. So be sure to tune in for that. Now, that ends the presentation part of this thing. But what we really want to stress here, after I can bring up my rest of my notes, is that in today's industry, promoting your music and events without marketing isn't going to be good enough or effective. It's basically going to be a complete waste of your time because you're not going to get the results that you want without using both the marketing and promotion in your strategy. Because again, promotion is part of the marketing process. So if all you do is promote, you're not doing all the other things that you need to do to kind of lead up to make that promotion successful. Now, you've probably heard the phrase, it's a marathon, not a sprint. Well, if we apply that saying to marketing and promotion, music marketing is a marathon, not a sprint. And if you do it over a long period of time, it'll be more effective. And that's something that you absolutely need to do if you want to get the results that you want. Whereas music promotion is a sprint. It's something that you simply do over a short period of time to get immediate results. Again, going back to the thing, hey guys, buy my new EP, it's out on Friday, or hey guys, so-and-so, it's coming out soon. You're doing that immediately because you want people to take action right then and there. Whereas marketing is something that you do continually all the time to get people to care about you and have that emotional impact. So by the time that you do have something that you want to promote and get immediate results, you're talking to people that are already kind of warmed up and are interested in helping you, and not just cold calling people that maybe you haven't talked to in a while or have just become part of your followers. So you really want to think about that process if you want to get amazing results when you do a music release or your live show or anytime you're actually selling or doing anything. So if you want fans to care and respond to your promotions, you're going to need to develop a marketing plan around your music career.
I did want to say I'm glad that Signature Sales Story is next week, because this Friday, I think, I'm really curious to watch it. I think it's a genius move for any artist. But Billie Eilish is doing this like Disney Plus. She's basically doing like her entire album in like a movie with like visual, some stuff's cartoons, some stuff's like live performance and stuff. And it's like the perfect signature sales story thing. Like I guarantee you she goes through all her different themes, and obviously we'll discuss what the signature sales story is next week, but you should watch it. I'm going to watch it for sure. And I'm curious as to how that like relates to signature sales story. basically every artist should be trying to inject emotion and kind of bridge the gap between a fan understanding your song and feeling the feelings that you're feeling in that song and stuff. And I think that this is going to be a perfect example of like what every artist should do in their own way. Obviously, not everyone has the budget to make a music video for every one of their songs and put it on a popular streaming service or something like that. But it is going to be. I already know that's album's going to be huge because that's such a smart move.
Sounds good. All right, so that's going to be our show for today, everyone. Hope you enjoyed it and found it useful. Have a great day.
Bye, guys.
Thanks for watching. If you're interested in creating a professional brand that's going to help you to transform your casual followers into financial supporters, then I invite you to take our free brand creation program that we call your Signature Sales Story. You can find the link for it in the description below. And please don't forget to subscribe. Your support really matters and helps us a lot. Have a great day.